Hey there, Hammer fam. Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we got the Firespeeder Pilot from the Saga Collection. This guy's on screen for about 2.5 seconds, but goddammit, he got an action figure, and that's what we love to see. Look at him in there. He's rolling up, ready to put some fires out. Pretty cool card back in the back. We got the invisible hand coming down over Coruscant. You can see the fire speeders in the background. Apologize for the glare. It's one of those cases, but it'd be like that. Nice glamour shot here. This, I'm pretty sure, is the only shot of them we actually see in the movie. So thank God they actually used this one. Firespeeder Pilot, Battle of Coruscant. As the massive aerial battle over Coruscant comes to an end, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker pilot General Grievous's disabled flagship to a dramatic crash landing. A raging fire breaks out once the ship hits Coruscant's atmosphere, but lucky for the Jedi heroes, this brave Firespeeder pilot and his crew are ready to put out the flames and help the ship land. Sweet. Here we go. Skill: extinguishing fires on disabled ships. Mission: put out fire on Grievous's flagship. Helps Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Palpatine land. These kind of stupid. They didn't really need to add that. But, whatever. Good pose here, I guess. Just kind of standing there being a firefighter. And I guess we get like a Luke hologram. All in all, pretty cool. Again, Saga Collection is one of the best collections in my opinion. I think they had some winner characters. And then also some really random ones like this guy. But this is like a perfect world building dude. So let's take a look. Alright, there he is. He was a little tough to stand up, not the worst. Just took a little bit of balancing. But once he's standing there, I do think he looks good. He doesn't look super Star Wars-y in some ways, but I think if you were to imagine a firefighter in the Star Wars universe, I guess it would come out to look like this. And that's more of a commentary on the movie and costume design than anything, I guess. But I think he looks great. It's definitely, respective of the material. It looks like the actual dude from the movie for the 2 seconds he's on screen. And there's a decent amount of detail. I really like the helmet design. It's a great color. And he's got sort of like an ashy head up here. I don't know if that's intentional or the figure's just kind of old. But it does make it look like he just climbed out of a fire. I like how baggy his sort of jumpsuit is. That's a good look. The backpack is awesome. It looks really like steampunky. Very much like out of this world, not a normal Star Wars backpack that you would see. And the hose is a little goofy sticking up so far, but it's not a huge deal. And then like the water cannon he's holding is a nice design. Fits really nicely into his hand. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a great look. Figure is pretty solidly detailed, especially on the boots down here. He's got like a nice design. This looks kind of goofy the way the joint came together, but it's okay. So yeah, all in all, I think the appearance is really great. Looks pretty much exactly like he does in that image. And I guess they took a little artistic license or something to make the rest of them look believable. But if you want to have a firefighter in your scene, this guy gets the job done. Accessories and pack-ins are dope. Here's the stand, Firespeeder Pilot. Got a Revenge of the Sith engraving. This is one of the reasons I love Saga Collection, is the personalized stands that they each come with. I think that really adds to the display factor. So that's great. Now, the only accessory for the figure itself is the backpack, which again, I think looks super steampunky. I love the color scheme on it. It's a great, like, bronze type, paintwork. Even on the inside, there's some detailing there. The inside of the water cannon looks kind of unfinished, but not a huge deal. Overall, amazing accessory. This hose doesn't come out here, but I think this one does. Yeah. So you can take the smaller hose out if you wanted to, for whatever reason. And then it does have these little clamps here where you can try to put the hose in there to stow it, but it's like a soft plastic. It's really bendy, so it doesn't hold it in there, it just like pops right out. But from a design choice, I think that looks great. The only issue with it is that it's a little loose going into his back. It pops out a little bit, and the peg hole could have been a little smaller, or maybe the peg a little bigger. But, you know, if he's just standing there, it's going to stick. And we get the Luke hologram with this one. So nothing too crazy about it. I love this shade of blue. I think that looks phenomenal. It's a good sculpt with a flowing cape. The Rebel Alliance insignia. Yeah. Articulation is just okay. We get a ball joint head, which works okay, and his tubes are pretty flexible, so no real restrictions from them, which is nice. Then we get ball joint shoulders, then swivel elbows and wrists, swivel waist, swivel hips, and ball joint knees. So yeah, the balancing issues come with the leg issues because they're only swivel hips. His feet are like sculpted really close together, so it's kind of just hard to distribute the weight the way you want to. But you can get it if you really need. That's the Firespeeder Pilot. Again, it's a bit of a departure from standard Star Wars, looks and appearances, but I think it works well. They detailed the figure very well, gave him a cool accessory, so he does look like he fits in well enough. So if you got a diorama where you want a firefighter or emergency services or something like that, this guy's definitely worth picking up. He's pretty cheap, and definitely just helps with the world building a little bit. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page, and don't forget, stay hammered.